So today the Pens made a trade, or should I say yesterday. Right now the time is 1:10 a.m. in the morning. And so yeah, yesterday the Pens made a trade with the Nashville Predators and traded for Cody Glass and traded, let me find it. So yeah, Cody Glass was traded to the Pittsburgh Penguins in exchange for Jordan Franska for Glass and a third-round pick in 2025. So, Cody Glass is now a member of the Pittsburgh Penguins, and this is interesting because Cody Glass was originally drafted in 2017 by the Vegas Golden Knights, and he was the first ever Vegas Golden Knights draft pick in their history, and he was projected to be an amazing, talented player, and was projected to score 30 goals and put up 70 to 80 points, is what most analysis projected. And he was also expected to be the future leading the Golden Knights when they had prospects like Nick Suzuki, and developing and drafting more prospects before. A lot of people did not expect for them to be competitive right out of the gate. So, unfortunately, Cody Glass didn't develop as planned with Vegas, and when they originally kept him, I thought he wasn't going to be traded after Nick Suzuki and Eric Branson were traded. I was really excited to see Glass in Vegas for the upcoming years after the inaugural season. And I thought he was going to be pretty good and be the future of the Golden Knights. And so, yeah. First season, he is developing in junior one last time and in the AHL for 2018-19. He scores 3 goals, 2 assists, and 5 points. His first season in the NHL was supposed to be a full year, but we all know what happened in 1920. He put up 5 goals, 7 assists, and 12 points. 2021 was his second season, which was also a shorted season. He only puts up 4 goals, 6 assists, and 10 points, and 14 games in Henderson Silver Knights, 4 goals, 6 assists, and 10 points again. Cody Glass is then later traded in 2021 offseason and goes to the Nashville Predators, and his first year he only gets 8 games played, 0 goals, 1 assist, and 1 point, and is also sent back to the AHL, where he scores 14 goals, 48 assists, and 62 points. And one thing I'll say about the Pens player, he wasn't going to be in the Penguins lineup ever. So Kyle Dubas traded to get a young player. 2023, he played 72 games, 14 goals, 21 assists, and 35 points, his best in his NHL career. This year he had a terrible season, only 41 games played, 6 goals and 7 assists and 13 points. The points dropped. So Cody Glass had a rough season this year. And Cody Glass, he was projected to be a good player. He really was. Just never fit in Vegas. And a lot of people think the shortened seasons of what happened with 2020-21 really affected his game, and maybe I think he also got injured. I could be wrong, but a lot of people say the shortened seasons really did affect his game. And right now, Cody Glass is looking like a bust. But he is only 25 right now. There have been players in the league that were traded to multiple teams just in the beginning of the career, bounced around teams trying to find a home, and there are players in NHL history that are late bloomers, and we have seen it with the NHL, like Timmy Panarin. He was drafted by Chicago. He didn't get going until a couple of years later with the Columbus Blue Jackets, and look at him now. And there's been other players that have bounced around. So Glass isn't the only one if it turns out that way. And he was traded to Nashville July 17, 2021, Cody Glass. So what are my thoughts on this trade? It's not that big of a risk, to be honest, because like it's one young player at 23, and Cody Glass, yes, he's 25, and that's when hockey players hit their prime. But he's only 25, like he still could find his game, and if he does find his game, he could put up 20 to 30 goals, especially now he's going to a team that has a lot of experience, and I give Kyle Dubas credit trading for younger blood, because the team needs younger blood. And I think, what will Cody Glass be? Will he be on the bottom six? Will he be in the top six? Will he play with Malkin, or will he play with Crosby? I think I would like to see him play with Crosby. Not saying Malkin's not a good mentor, but look what Crosby's done. He's turned okay average players into very good, great players. Like, for example, for players that were just AHL players, look what he did for Brian Rust. Jake Getzel is a huge example. And for a good player, obviously not like great, Connor Sheary. Like, even though Connor Sheary's dropped since he left Pittsburgh, but Crosby does turn average okay players into great players, and I really think Cody Glass playing on a line with Sidney Crosby, one of the best players in the world and the best Penguin of all time, will really increase his confidence, and I'm pretty sure he knows he now has a chance to find his game and hopefully still be that great player, like, since he's only 25, but I really think he can score 20 goals this season, or even 30, if he does really well, is on a line with Crosby and has him mentoring him. Like, obviously he's not going to win a Rocket or an Art Ross or an MVP. Obviously he's not that type of player, but I still believe he can be that good player, and I give Kyle Dubas credit. This is a low-risk trade, and if it works out, it can really help the Penguins because they need young blood. So it's kind of crazy. Cody Glass is now on my favorite team when he was on my second favorite team, and I was really looking forward to see Cody Glass. After they traded Nick Suzuki, I thought he was safe and he would never be traded. He just never worked out in Vegas. So this is going to be an interesting watch. I'm excited to see Cody. I hope he plays with Crosby. And like, this is just a roll-less trade, but I give Kyle Dubas credit, like I said, getting young blood, so this is going to be interesting. So how many goals do I think Cody Glass can put up? I say 20, 25, and pushing it to 30. That's my prediction. So yeah, I hope this works out for Cody. I really hope he does do well. What are your thoughts? Leave in the comments below.